Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Darktable. And in this video, we are going to see how to improve an image and how we can use different adjustments with a logical process to improve an image. You can subscribe to these YouTube channels if you like the content. First link on the description. The complete course Darktable is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a complete course to master perfectly the different features and master perfectly Darktable. In the second link on the description, this is a website in English, this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels, have basics of this software, and second link on the description, it is a summary of all the graphic courses available. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So something that I'm going to do is to go in the collections here. I'm going to select my images, and as an example, I will select this image. I will double click to enter in the edit mode, and here on the right you can see the different models that we can use. They are in different type of categories here. And something that I'm going to do, it is to select here first, and I will go in the base model. You have basic models that you can use. In a logical process to improve an image, one of the first things that you can do is to have the right balance between the shadows and highlights. And for this, you can find different adjustments, but one of the basic adjustments that you can use is just shadows, highlights. So I will click on shadows, highlights, activate this one. By default was plus 50 and minus 50, so you can see the difference, just like that. And in this image, I will put around plus 42, and this one about the highlights, maybe minus put 38 or something like this. Here, maybe we can increase a little bit more. And generally, in many images, you can increase a little bit the shadows and decrease the highlights. Not all the images, but on many images, it can be pretty convenient, just like this. This is the first thing that I'm going to do. It is to use this shadows and highlights adjustment. After, to have the right balance between the shadows and highlights, if you want to put contrast or if you want to work with a general exposure, it's possible after. For example, if I want to put contrast, we have some things that we can use. We can find this, for example, in the tone, and in the tone we can find sigmoid. So I can click on sigmoid, activate sigmoid. It is a way to work with a contrast. And something that I'm going to use, it is like around maybe, I think it's too much like this, maybe something around 1.200, something like this. And if I want to work with a general exposure, I can come back to the basic models, and I will select exposure here, activate exposure, and I will be able to increase a little bit, for example, the exposure, just like that. So the first type of process is this. Concretely, it's this. You can focus on shadows, highlights, then, for example, contrast, exposure, to make something simple about the process. Second type of thing that we can do, if you want to improve the image, you can focus, for example, on the color. So to have access to the color, we can just click here. We have the color models. A basic adjustment that you can use, it is Velvia. Because thanks to Velvia, you can just click here and you can work, for example, with the strength, and it just to improve the quality of the color. You can put, for example, 100%. As you can see the difference, it's pretty powerful and pretty good for this image to improve the quality of the color. After to do this work, we have also other type of things. We have, for example, color balance. The color balance can be pretty interesting as well. I can activate because I can work with, for example, the global vibrance, contrast as well, and we can also apply some different type of chroma. If I select master here, I can increase a little bit the global vibrance and put a little bit more contrast here. After I have linear chroma grading, and we have also the global chroma can be pretty powerful, so I can increase a little bit this one. We can focus a little bit more on the shadows here, or a little bit more on the highlight. So I will reinforce a little bit this different value. And we have also the saturation perceptual. So you can have a lot of possibility, I can also increase, for example, this one, little bit, this one, this one, this one. And we have also the global brilliance, which can be also pretty interesting. Maybe it's a little too much, but just to show you also a little bit the adjustment. So we can improve the color. After to improve the color, the third process, so first you can focus everything around exposure. So first shadows, highlights, then exposure and contrast. After to do this step, you can focus on the color. And after to do this step, you can focus, for example, on details. To improve the quality of details, I can make two types of things in this case. I will select, for example, tone, and you can find local contrast. So it's contrast with more precision at levels of details. So concretely, if I activate the local contrast, we can obtain this render. I can zoom a little bit as well here, and you can see the difference with the local contrast. And we put 125, but if I want to increase, I can increase a little bit more. Let's put 132, and I will keep the other parameters. Something that you can do also to improve the level of details, a basic adjustment you will find in the correct, and you can find sharpen. So I can activate sharpen, and here we have, for example, the radius. And with the radius, I can increase a little bit. We don't see too much, you can zoom in here. And now you will see the difference before, after. If you increase the amount, you will really see the difference here now between before, after, between before and after. So I will reduce again the radius. Let's put a smaller amount, like for example this one, just a little bit, and I think it can be pretty convenient for this image. And the last possibility, after to do all this type of work, if you want to improve your image with different type of effect, you can have access to the effect categorize. And if you want to create any type of effect, you will have different type of options here. But the effect is a little bit different. Here it was to improve the image, but the effect is just if you want to create something a little bit different for your image, general render a little bit different, it's possible with all these different type of options. So we are going to stop here with this video. So it's just an example about what you can do, and you will find this in the local model. So it means when you go here in the active model, if you go in the active models, you can see all your models activated. So it means at any moment, for example, finally I want to change the local contrast, I can click on local contrast, and if I want to edit, I can edit again. So you can come back to all your different models active on this area. And thanks to that, we have all these type of elements that we have applied. By default, you have the orientation. So if you want to remove the orientation, you can just click here, remove, and if I go out, I come back, I remove the orientation. We have the orientation by default, but if you don't change the orientation, it's not really useful. So for example, I can remove. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. First link on the description, the complete course. Darktable is available. So if you want to learn this software, starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course. So we see in details all the Lightable mode, how you can work with selection, action on selection, work with style, add metadata, how you can apply the different filters, add images, organize images. We will see in details all the darkroom mode, so it means how you can use a different adjustment. Each adjustment is explained step by step with different examples, and also different trainings about how you can improve different type of images. So first link on the description, the complete course, Darktable. In the second link on the description, it is a website in with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels, have basic on this software, and second link on the description, it is a summary of all the graphic courses available. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. For next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.